Okay, well, I just heard everything on my end. Okay, there we go. Let me fix yours. Um Properties, speakers.
We are so good at technology.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like once a week all the tech on my computer just resets itself and each individual app is at a separate time.
There
So,
I am.
yeah, there.
Back.
So OBS did it today. Discord did it today. Yesterday, it was the game I was playing. The day before that, YouTube reset its functions on me. I swear to God, my computer has it out for me. It's like, you want to see something cool? This is going to be a funny prank. Like,
Did you update to Windows 11?
I've had it the whole time.
Hmm. That's probably why. That's weird. I don't know, man. I'm not that good at technology.
I,
I
I,
just
I don't
I
know, but
just make stuff with my hands.
I'm pissed that you just went through that whole thing about telling us the end of the service story in Norquay, and that would explain why everybody on YouTube sighed up and left, because I was like, oh fuck, they must not be enjoying his story. No, they couldn't hear us.
It's okay. It's cool. Watch me run it back, but better, faster this time. So
We just rage baited
last week,
ourselves.
last week I did a service called Norquay, Saskatchewan with my bestest bud. We rolled out. We did a bunch of work. We came back. That's why podcast was Friday, not Wednesday. Big confuse. I was very tired. It's honestly my bad. But we talked about it. There was more to follow. So I left today to finish the service call. I had a small list of things to do. I had to change the electric motor, rewire it, put a pre-soak panel in, wire the pre-soak panel, and then test everything and hit the road for home. Norquay is a 4-hour drive. So I try to leave for about 5 a.m. Big oops, number one. Slept in, left at 7. Not great. Luckily, pretty chill customer. He was probably high. I emailed him. I was like, hey, dude, I left late. I'm not going to be there till 11. And he was like, not even an issue, brother. It'll be fine. And I was like, cool. So this car wash is attached to a pot shop. I rolled up at 11 o'clock in the morning. When
Right?
it opens, I rolled up with half the town, right?
Yeah.
So it's me and about 8 other people, and they're all here for the pot shop, and I'm here to fix the car wash. Now, the kid saw me. He was like, hey, you're here for the car wash? I was, you know it, brother. And he went, all right, cool. Give me 15 minutes. I'll open everything up for you. We'll get you in. You can get to work. I went, no problem. I just drove 4 hours. I don't even want to be here. So it's a 400-kilometer drive. Of that 400 kilometers, about 80 kilometers of those are grid,
Yeah.
right? Lots of the dirt road.
Hello.
So
See
Will
people
says
walk.
hi.
See people walking around in his background.
Yeah, is my friends that
It's
live
your
with me
friends.
that I live with. Is
Yeah.
my friends.
Yeah. Wow, I haven't been called that in a while.
It's funny because my calendar reminder that we do this on Wednesday nights is Podcat with Billiam.
For fuck's sake. I haven't been called that since I was like 8.
I am not telling him about Bible Man. He does not need to endure those horrors in the
What?
same way that I did.
What?
Don't worry about it. we got we got talking about religion yesterday and religious media, and I was like,
Right?
I think Tom Hanks's Angels and Demons is probably my favorite piece of like Bible adjacent media. And then Angela hit me with, I raise you Bible man. And I went, what the fuck is that?
What
And
is
so she
Bible
pulled it
Man?
up. You can Google it later. It's a real thing.
No,
It's a
no,
TV
no, no.
series.
Fuck that. I'm Googling it now.
Google it now.
We're doing this on stream. Bible Man.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Animated series and manga series.
There's also a live action TV series.
Oh my god, this. Is this what kids are watching in Sunday school now?
Buddy, that is so old.
95. Yeah, fair. Okay, well, you gotta keep in mind in '95 they were watching Bible shit that was put out in the '60s and '70s. If you haven't noticed, religious media takes a while to catch up.
You
Stephanie's
don't have them
confused
long
too.
ago.
That that hurts my soul.
So
I hate the way he looks too.
yeah, it's hard to look
He
at.
looks like a
Sure,
superhero Inquisition soldier.
he looks like if Judge Dredd was religious.
He really is. Judge and executioner.
Yep. So 400-kilometer drive, right?
Right.
80 of it grid road,
Yep.
dirt roads.
Yep.
Terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I get out of the truck after pulling it into this bay, and my nice shiny white truck is now custom, one of one two-tone,
Mm-hmm.
because it rained this weekend. So all the dirt roads weren't kicking up dust. Instead, it just adhered to the side
Yep.
of the truck. Right up about, hilariously, perfectly even the whole way front and back, from the front headlight all the way to the back of the taillights, about 6 inches off the window. I wish I'd taken a picture because it was funny. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, well, no time to deal with that right now.
Yep.
Straight to work. Got the motor replaced, rewired the VFD box where the actual like variable frequency drive is.
Yeah.
Got that reprogrammed. Put the pre-soak panel in, wired the pre-soak panel in.
Yeah, so
got everything tested.
You making quick moves.
Quick moves, trying to be out in 4 hours or less because it's a 4-hour drive home. And I quoted it as 12 hours. So it's 8 hours of driving,
right?
4 hours on site.
Yep.
So I get this panel wired and I start jumping. So in the back of the car wash, there's a control panel that has a timer in it, and that's how we charge you for time, right? So it's numbered in seconds, and there's a coin switch plus, coin switch minus. If you jump those together, it'll accumulate the timer so you can test it.
Right.
So I test it. I got soap. I got rinse water. I got wax. I got foam brush. I got no pre-soak. Yeah. None whatsoever. Now I wired it by shining a light in the side of the coin box from the back because I didn't have the keys, and just like jiggling bundles of wires until the one that I had connected to the rotary switch moved. And I was like, that must be the one. And I traced it all the way back to the other side of the equipment room,
right? Tied
my wires together, hopped it straight to power, made sure it still worked, chased my leaks, all that jazz.
Yeah.
But now it's not working. This is bad. I want to go home. And so I'm poking and prodding. I cannot find the wire because I knew it was just a power issue. Like I'm just not getting 24 volts where I'm supposed to be.
Right.
So after fucking with it for like 25 minutes, I'm like, we got nothing. I go inside. I'm talking to the kid and I'm like, hey, listen, I need the keys to the coin box. He's like, they ain't here, chief. I was like, that's super not great.
That's dumb.
Where are they? And he goes, the owner has them. I was like, where is Tushar? Where's the owner at? And he goes, I don't know. Let me give him a call. Walks to the back, calls him, comes back. He's in Kenora, which is 20 minutes away. Can you wait 15 minutes? He is on his way right now. I went, I'll wait 15 minutes. He shows up. We pop the box open. I do the same wire jiggle, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh, this is the wrong one. So switch my wires, jump the coin box again, click it over. It works. We're mint. Industry secret to run this one back. If you're in a car wash, generally you have your selector switch, and it'll be laid out different depending on where you are, but usually it's soap rinse, wax, foam brush, pre-soak, bug remover, spot pre-rinse, vacuum, off.
Right.
This one has 8 options, so it's got soap rinse, wax, tire and engine, pre-soak, bug remover, foam brush, off.
Right.
Layout's kind of weird. Not how I would do it. That's on them, not me.
Right. You're just there to fix.
Just there to make it work. We use one panel, does 3 things, gives it's a circus of value. You know what I mean? We're doing it to give the illusion that there's a lot going on, there's not
when
that
there
much
isn't.
going on.
Yeah.
It's not that much. So he's there, and we get done testing it, and I'm like, all right, cool, man. If you want to just move your SUV, I'm out of here. And he looks at me, and goes, well, we should see if it works. I was like, I know it works. I tested it. He
Yeah.
goes, well, you might as well just wash your truck.
Oh my god.
Done deal. Yeah.
Fair.
So I took my little jumper wire. I jumped that timer like 15 times, and I'm pre-soaking it. I felt bad after about 2 minutes because I was like, this is going really slow. And he's watching me,
Yeah.
like staring at me. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to move a
Oh.
little faster than I'm moving. So I just pre-soaked it, soaked it, rinsed it, just blast the shit off. Let's hit the road.
Yeah, get rid of it.
And then I had to give him his walkthrough on things you can check, things you can try. You know, somebody says this isn't working. This is what I'd look at first, and like giving him the kind of the roll through it.
Yeah.
And then I drove home and got a phone and like talks to my boss and gave him kind of the rundown of everything I did so he could write it down here so I didn't forget. Because alcohol.
From that kind of day where you gotta cut off your own story for alcohol because you're just done.
Sometimes you just got to do it. And yeah, I got another fun phone call, which was I was offered a job over the phone.
Oh.
Or like the opportunity to interview for a job, which was kind of fun. And I'm thinking about it. I'll be honest. I like my job a lot, but like, I don't know. So we'll see how that goes.
Well,
I told him to put my name in the ring and I would interview for it at the very least.
Is it a...
This guy's offered me a lot of jobs, so we'll see how this one pans out.
Is it a permanent thing or a temporary thing?
Permanent full-time. Better benefits, better pay, better hours, I think. Kind of all out.
Fair. Still like the same industry or what?
Nope, different industry. I'd be going from the car wash industry to ag.
Oh.
But I can't talk about it because the job doesn't exist yet. It was a fun phone call I got today.
Yeah. No, I figured. That's why I just was asking vague questions about it.
The owner of the race team is the head of customer service and support for North America with Agrifac, which is a company out of the Netherlands that builds sprayers.
Right.
So
I didn't know that's what they did, but I have heard of Agrifac.
So they only build sprayers. They build 3 different machines. They have their oldest lived machine has 5 generations, and they're by all accounts the most technologically advanced, while also being the most operator friendly sprayers to ever exist.
Right.
So I like what they're about from an ag standpoint. We talked a little bit about kind of the machines, trying to familiarize me, give me like a bit of a heads up about what I could expect.
Yeah.
If I decided to pursue it. So yeah, we'll see. I told him I was interested at the very least. We'll see if the number that they give me is the same. Because like the number he gave me was like, yeah, sure, I'll quit my job.
Fair. I mean, yeah, if that's the case, then, you know, and the other thing as well is, barring the money, you need to make sure that you're happy wherever you're going to go. Because if it's one thing I've learned is, like, I've worked a few jobs that pay me outrageous amounts of money, but it was not worth the mental toll it took on me.
I think it could be good, for sure.
Yeah, and that's really all that
the
matters.
work itself would be pretty easy, all things considered.
Fair.
The only thing I would miss is probably just like the doing service, because I do enjoy doing service, even though I complain about it constantly. It is a lot of fun.
Yeah, but that's this whole shtick with being a service like tech and stuff, is you do it knowing that you love what you do and that it's easy for you because you're comfortable with it, but also getting to complain about it because you do it and you know that you're good at it.
Yeah.
That's just
I charge accordingly.
Tricks of being a mechanic. Yeah, you charge accordingly. Yep. Tools, $50. Service, $100 an hour. Mental depression, $60 an hour.
If you got to get out of the truck, that's an upcharge. It's
If you tried to fix it before I got here, that's an extra 200.
it is actually. I do chart. It's happened a couple times where guys are like, "Yeah, I tried to fix this, and it's like it works worse now." And I'm like, "All right, cool." And I always tack on more.
Good,
Like
good.
I can respect the attempt. I can't respect the blind attempt
Yeah.
when like the resource you need is a phone call away. Like
Well, and respecting the tempt and
I
all that
have
is good, but that doesn't change the fact you still have to go back and not only fix the problem, but fix their problem that they made worse.
I have so many customers that I spend like days on the phone with diagnosing and basically fixing their issues over the phone.
Right.
The guys that are like, I don't need you, I know more. And then make it worse. They're like, all right, I need you to come fix this. It's like, yeah, I'm double time.
Oh, you're definitely getting overcharged.
You're getting kicking you to pound boy.
Yep.
Um, so that's been fun. And to alleviate the stress, I've been serving in the Middle East.
Yeah, yeah. I was
Battlefield.
just gonna bring that up because you were talking about interests, a little bit ago there with that job interview, and it reminded me of like interest, how big you've been interested in the Battlefield 6 game, and it's been out for long enough now that I believe you've completed the campaign.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
been out since last Friday,
exactly. So I figured that was enough time.
which was a day I had taken off
Right.
because of the service call last week.
Yes.
And when I took the day off, I didn't know that was the day Battlefield came out. Like I literally bought it Thursday night because I was on
Yeah,
a call with some buddies and they were like, "Yeah, you playing Battlefield tomorrow?" I was like, "I do have the day off
it worked in your
and I'm
favor
not
by
doing
accident.
anything." Like, "Yeah, sure." So I bought it Thursday night and then I was up super late. I started playing it. I started the story Friday morning and then I finished the story before Thanksgiving dinner on Sunday.
Nice.
I didn't get a chance to play it all Saturday, and then I've just been tooling around the multiplayer.
Right, right.
The story is really good.
Oh, I
Ignore what IGN said.
I never listen to IGN.
It is.
IGN is such an unreliable source for reviews. Like honestly, they're about as bad at reviewing as EA is at making games.
They're
Like
fake news. the the 5 out of 10 from IGN, I was like, I forgot that you just like can't trust IGN to review anything.
yeah,
And I was
because
like, man, that sucks.
they're rating
Like I
Battlefield
was
6 out of 5 out of 10. I guarantee it that they're gonna rate Black Ops 7 at like an 8 out of 10.
oh, I guarantee it. Um I'd put money on it right now, actually.
Yeah, like they are the biggest douchebags that have ever been bribed and bought out.
So there's yeah, Battlefield 6 has a fantastical story. And like it's
Right.
got that classic Battlefield like set piece moments. Like it reminds
Okay.
me of the tagline from Battlefield 3's ad campaign. It was like only in Battlefield, or maybe it was Battlefield 4.
Right.
It was like only in Battlefield.
I
So Battlefield
honestly
6
cannot
takes
relate to
place
that
in
because Battlefield 6 was my first game. Like first Battlefield.
no, you played 2042.
Only online. And that was literally only 3 matches.
We played more than 3 matches, but okay.
Okay,
Um
there's probably a few more than that. You're right. I'm guesstimating. But either way, only online. I didn't play the story at all.
I don't think it had a story, did it?
Well, either way, I own Battlefield 5 as well, and I never even turned that one on. That's what's wild about it. I own some of the Battlefields, but I don't I like Battlefield 6 was the first one that really caught my attention during the beta, and I was just like, you know what? I'm here for that because I was a massive Black Ops guy, and then when I found out that they were bringing back what's his name from Black Ops 2, the villain that you definitely 100% killed, I was just like, yeah, no, I'm done with the Black Ops franchise because they're turning it into a full on Fast and Furious bullshit.
Played I played every Call of Duty up until Black Ops 3. And then I played the new Modern Warfare trilogy and Cold War.
I have not played the new Modern Warfare trilogy yet. It's on my wish list because I will be doing a stream with those in my like Saturday slot eventually. But I played Cold War purely for the story because it was amazing to have Mason and Woods
Yeah.
back again.
And the story was really good.
It was. I loved the actual
really
like
good.
investigative shit you had to do to piece clues
Yeah.
together. Because it's not like it was easy either. At one point, I almost had to look up a tutorial because it just was not clicking, and it was one key
Yeah.
little word in the letter that tips you off, and I'm just like, holy fuck, this is so intricate. But other than
Yeah,
that,
it was really well done. It wasn't as good as the Modern Warfare trilogy was, I will state.
fair.
Because like
I
the
have
first
heard
Modern Warfare
lots of
game
good things
is
about
like
it.
the like 2019. They were like, "Hey, check it out, Modern Warfare is back," and it was
Right.
great.
Right.
And then the second Modern Warfare game, they were like, "All right, here are missions where like very similar to like I think Battlefield 1 did it with their campaigns. Like you play through the intros to each of the characters,
Right.
and then it sets you in this open area. It's like, all right, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like, but here's your objectives. So do in this giant open area. So do them as you want to do them.
Right.
And you could change your loadout. You could run around and basically just harass the NPCs, which is a lot of fun. Because like you just be like, I want a sniper and a light machine gun, and then go sit on a ridge above them and just start picking off all the gun emplacements. And then as they start running at you, just mow them down with the LMG, and then run in and finish the objective.
God, do you remember when you had to
But
spend?
Modern Warfare 2 is like, here's this open area and you have one thing to do, but you can do it however you want.
Right.
There's a mission in Battlefield 2, or sorry, Modern Warfare 2, where you play, it's like the streets of London, and you play as Soap.
Right.
And it's where all the like TikTok clips came from, where it's like, I found a coffee, I'm in the coffee shop. It's like, I'll have a tea. It's like, fucking Brits. It's all like, so there's that one, and then there's the final mission of the campaign where it's like, here's your open area, and there's 3 objectives, and this is the order you should do them in because it does give them to you sequentially.
Right.
And it's a lot of fun. And then Battlefield Modern Warfare 3 is it expanded on that by giving you those more often.
Right.
And a lot of people didn't like it. I thought it was really fun because it was like it's the agency of choice. It's like you can tackle this however you want. Battlefield does that. 6 doesn't do that a lot, which is kind of nice. It's like you are playing because like the campaign focuses on Dagger Squad, so you got your 4 guys, and in the first mission, if you do anything, make sure you turn around on the table. There's a dinosaur toy. Make sure you pick it up and play with it. That's an achievement.
Okay.
That's a free one from me.
Free walkthrough advice.
There is literally an achievement called End of an Era, and it's a reference to Battlefield 3 when you play as one of the tanker crew. At the beginning of the mission, the cutscene
this
is him.
This is actually a reference to Battlefield 3 now.
Yeah, so it's referencing Battlefield 3, and it's the like main gunner of a tank as they're flying through the desert. He goes, the gunner's like, "Don't worry, I'll make it home for his birthday." And on the bottom of the dinosaur toy, it says "To Dad," and that he's playing with the dinosaur toy. And when Murphy picks it up, he goes, "Did anybody forget their dinosaur toy?" And then he like starts playing with it. They're like, "Come on, Cap, we gotta go."
That's
Squad Buzz kills you.
That's amazing and really cool that they added something like that. Did like what was the reasoning for it? Was the people that made the new Modern
Just an
Warfare,
Easter egg.
Did the companies that make the new Modern Warfare games have anything to do with making that Battlefield in particular, or was it just random choice? One of the people who were making it was like, I really enjoy Battlefield 3. This would be cool.
I think it was that. Like DICE has always made the Battlefield games.
Right.
Always.
And who was it that was it that made the Modern Warfare 3, like the new ones? Was it
That's
Treyarch?
Infinity Ward.
Oh, Infinity Ward.
Infinity Ward. The same guys that made the original Modern Warfare games.
Okay. I wasn't I didn't actually know if it was them or not because like I said I haven't had a chance to play them. So I haven't taken the time to really look into them.
It's just a fun little reference back to Battlefield 3.
No, that's cool.
6, which is cool. There's some Like some of my favorite moments from the campaign are there's a halo jump that you do
Uh-huh.
for in the, I think it's the third mission. That's really cool. Um, you get to fight in like the streets of Egypt in a tank late into the story. That's really cool. Um, things I missed, like I think it was 4 that did this. In 4, you get more uh, sequences where you play as like different professions within the military. So it's like there's a mission where you play as a fighter jet pilot. There's a mission where you're driving a gunboat,
Right.
tanks. Uh, there are tanks in Battlefield 6 that you control throughout the story, and those are all really cool sequences. But like, it would have been cool to have a story mission where you fly a jet, because I suck at the piloting in that game, and it would have been really nice to just be able to go back and keep
Yeah,
replaying a
because
story mission.
well, yeah, and I know the way they do it with story modes is pretty much just one big fucking tutorial in a lot of those games. Like
Not this time.
I remember, was it
Not
Black
this time.
Ops?
It's like,
It's like
here's
best
the
of
story
luck.
we're telling. Have fun. Yeah, there
Um,
is no like the Call of Duty games. It's like a common trope where like right off the bat you have something that you have to like run through to set your difficulty. Modern
right.
Warfare games are like the start of that concept where it's like you run through the firing range, and your time and precision dictates the difficulty you play on. Um, this game doesn't do that. It's like, hey, you're gonna go to this meeting, and then you go to this meeting. It's like, now you're gonna go over here, and you go over there, and then and then everything explodes all at once, and you're in it. And it walks you through like, press C to crouch, press Z to go prone, right click to aim down sights. If you haven't figured that out, left shift is to sprint.
Okay, legitimately, you know what this is kind of reminding me of? Like the way, especially the way you just described, like go to that objective and then, hey, guess what? Everything's gonna blow up and now you're in a fight. Do you remember the third person shooter Spec Ops The Line?
Yeah, I love
I,
that game.
so do I. You cannot play it on a PC port. They took it off. The people who own the rights to it lost the license and nobody has bought it, so that
Yep.
game is pretty much just in free range right
Yeah.
now. And yeah, you can't
If
find
you
it
want to
anywhere.
play it, you're gonna own a PlayStation 3.
And I am so glad I do because I own a PlayStation 3 and a copy of it.
Yeah,
I honestly, that game
it's one of
what was the first
that game.
psychological fuckery I've ever played.
Spec Ops Line can fuck you up like a lot.
Dude,
Um,
what did you
but
think
it's
when you first found out like at the end of the game, for instance, the people in quotations that were hanging off of the road sign coming in the highway, when you found out what they actually were? Because like you remember what you see when you walk in, right? You're just seeing charged civilians hanging from the highway, like road sign, overhead sign.
yeah.
What did you think when you first? I'm trying to be vague in case anybody ever actually gets a chance to play this on while they're listening to this. I don't want to spoil anything, but what did you think when you actually found out what was actually hanging there?
I just remember that it like every decision you make in that game will just fuck you up one way or the other.
Well, right, yeah,
So it was
because
just like another. It was just another thing that the game gives you. They're like,
that's fair. I mean, yeah, I'm not
that's what it is,
surprised.
isn't it?
I'm not surprised. A lot of people did. Like even me at first, I chalked it up to just background things of
Did
like,
you
oh, it's just terrorists, trying to keep people out.
did you take out the shooters, or did you shoot out the window?
I remember shooting at the window.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you know what the revelation is if you take out the shooters?
What? No. What's the other side of it?
They're allies.
Fuck.
They're U.S. military.
Well, okay. Hold.
It's one of the biggest revelations of that game is like half the time, because you have no communications with anybody.
Right.
Half of that game,
You are
that you don't
shooting
know
at
who
your.
friend or foe
Yeah,
is.
you're shooting at your own guys half the time.
Yeah.
Because that's what really fucked me up. Honestly, the whole time I just kind of went with it, right? Because everybody you shoot at, it shows them as being a terrorist through your eyes. So you just shoot and do the mission, And there's a few times where you legitimately like meet up with a new squad, like the one where you have to walk with their heavy equipment through the
Yeah.
middle of the street. Um, but yeah, then at the end of the game, when you find out that you have gone insane and all the things that you did that you shouldn't have done, yeah,
Yeah. And it like tallies up all the decisions you made
uh-huh,
and the
and
impact of them. Yep.
yeah. So what did you get for the end cutscene? Like, did you get the worst possible one, or like what did you get?
No, I got him walking out of the city,
I did not. I did not.
which is the best ending apparently.
It is. I got the
It's him
worst.
leaving alone.
Yeah, I got the worst one where the military shows up in force and there's a monologue and like a dramatic cutscene talking about how he's gone from being a war hero to full psychotic
Yeah.
breakdown. And I was taken away in cuffs in military police vehicles
Yep.
from the tower that you thought you were breaking into to defeat the terrorists, but it turns out you were actually fighting your own men to keep them out.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's the ending I
Because the guy
got.
goes insane.
Yeah, I got the worst ending. That's why
Yeah.
it hit me so
Spectre's
hard
Line is
because
such a wild game.
it is honestly, and I love like games like that because a lot of times they're made with people who actually struggle with a lot of those conditions. Like for example, Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, and now they've got the
Yep.
second one.
Does
Those,
the same thing.
yeah, Senua she has schizophrenia. The people who made Hellblade hired people with actual like chronic schizophrenia pretty
Yep.
much from a hospital and said, "Okay, we want you to give your perspective on this character." And Senua became genuinely schizophrenic, and I think that's why the missions you go through are so dark and like just all around mind fucking because that is what it's like to genuinely live with someone or live with schizophrenia. It's so hard to tell what's going on in their own mind worthwhile trying to interpret someone else.
Yeah. It's
Like I think the biggest one that really messed me up and made me
they're
think
always fun to play.
they are because they present a new challenge. You know, they present a challenge that you never would have thought of otherwise. Like the one mission in Senua's Sacrifice that always sticks out in my mind is the one where you are walking through that like waist deep water and basically through like a basement that's pitch black and there's monsters at certain areas of this like maze basement and you're trying to find your way towards that light but you can't walk in the light because the monsters will see you but you also can't make any sound. It's just a whole new level of like this is what it's like living in this person's brain because they don't know what's going on any more than you do and they're trying to navigate it without being caught up. You know, and that's a perspective that we a lot of times don't think about because we don't live with those conditions.
No. Back to Battlefield.
Yes.
I have one gripe with the story.
Okay.
It's there is a moment where you are basically given an option,
Right.
and I can respect the storytelling play that is you've already gotten into the rail cart and pulled the lever. You're along for the ride.
Yeah.
So I'm only griping with that, I guess, from like the Call of Duty perspective, where it's like usually if you're granted a choice, it has repercussions.
Yeah.
But like you're given a choice pretty close to the end of the campaign, and they're like, you could do it this way, you could do it this way. And then the game is like, actually, scripted cutscene, no option. It never gives you the choice. Like the character makes the choice he thinks is right, which is cool. And then like 5 seconds later, it's just like, actually, no.
Oh,
That
that's kind of
that kind of
shitty.
sucked.
Yeah, like the
Um,
why give
but it
someone the
is
idea
all
of choice then if you're just gonna do whatever you want?
it is all wrapped up in like the cutscene. So every mission in Battlefield takes place adjacent to an overarching story that is being told through cutscenes.
Okay.
In the prelude to every mission, you watch as members of Dagger Squad that are introduced to you through the missions that you play next up here, and you're at your operator's house. Like a special operations team usually has an FBI operator, so you're at the
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
operator's house,
Oh, okay.
and it's revealing to you like the overarching story. If you can kind of piece it together if you are paying enough attention as the missions progress. But if you can't, the game's here to tell you what's going on,
Right.
which is nice. So the choice that's made is explained later. Um, I can't. There's a relevance to the character that they introduced last. I cannot remember. I think he's from Battlefield 4 or something like that.
Okay.
It it doesn't really seem to matter. They just place a lot of weight on who he is and never explain him.
Right. It's just
Um,
like this is this person. He's special. Don't ask why. Just
yeah,
go with it.
yeah.
So typical
Um,
FBI shit then.
basically, it's like, yeah, his name is Hemlock, and he's here.
And that's
It's like,
about
all
all
right,
you need to
cool.
know.
What's he about? And they're like, well, he's here to defuse the bomb. And it's like, okay, well, where's the bomb? They're like, you'll find it. Like,
Don't worry about it.
okay,
We're anticipating the bomb.
we're, we'll show you where the bomb is when the bomb becomes relevant. Um, so that's the campaign. Honestly, campaign 9 out of 10. The
Fair.
minor blip of the lack of kind of player agency does suck a little bit, but like I get what they're doing. The story has to make sense from their end. That's cool.
Yeah.
Um, the multiplayer though
The
is so
multiplayer
good.
is it's amazing. That's the one thing I can like confidently talk to you about is because I've played the multiplayer, and yeah, it's honestly I haven't gotten that involved in like an online first person shooter in so long. I like legitimately Black
You
Ops
played the
2.
beta, right?
Yeah, both weekends. I forewent my Mass Effect streams on both Saturdays to play the open beta because both streams got over 100 views, and I was like, "Fuck, I just want to keep going." I ended up
Some,
playing past the time for when they were supposed to shut down the open
yeah.
beta on the second weekend. I was up till 2 in the morning playing online.
The so there's some things from the beta that have been changed. There's some things that have remained the same. My
Right.
favorite thing that's remained the same from the beta is you might have noticed this or seen a clip of it. Like Shroud talked about it.
Okay.
Um, there's a thing, and they do it to fuck with Call of Duty players. If you, it's a weird thing, but every once in a while, your gun will you'll stop shooting straight, which
Right.
makes sense
Right.
because you're just a soldier. If you crouch twice, it goes away. I've learned
That's
the
amazing.
condition. The condition is if you abuse the slide mechanic.
Yes.
If you do it like 3 times in rapid succession, you no longer shoot accurately,
Right.
and
Well,
it becomes
and each
this
time you
unpredictable
slide, you
fan.
lose momentum as well. So you slide like less distance and speed.
So I haven't had an issue with that. I know that like it clearly isn't like I remember the first beta weekend, it was like pretty aggressive.
Right.
I
So
find
maybe
I
they
find that the
lessened
slide
that.
mechanic makes sense. No, I don't think they did actually. I think it's probably exactly where they left it for the second beta weekend.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I
But like
know. Yeah, what level it's on
I've
then.
heard people complaining about it. I think it's fine.
Well,
Um,
we know who those people complaining about it are. They're the Black Ops people.
so so they changed that, or like they didn't change the shooting thing, which I kind of enjoy because every once in a while you come across somebody that is just like they're just sliding everywhere, and
Yeah.
then you can get them before they get you because they're all over the place.
Even
They
in Black
changed.
Ops, I hated those fuckers.
They've the time to kill is much harder. Like it favors headshots a lot,
Yeah.
which isn't so bad, but like I'm a terrible shot, so that is a little aggravating. Like I build my guns for vertical recoil, just like Escape from Tarkov. So it's like you start shooting center mass and the gun just goes straight up.
Yeah.
It's like I hit you in the chest, I keep holding the trigger until I hear the super satisfying kill sound and I see the headshot. Um, and then I go to the next target. So that's been pretty fun. Um,
That's
it's
fair.
got kind of all of the flagship Battlefield modes. Breakthrough is back.
Yep.
They've added a game mode called Escalation, which kind of sucks. Is it Escalation? Yeah, Escalation is what I'm thinking of. It's like Conquest,
Okay.
but it
But
the scoring doesn't activate until one team holds the majority of the zones by one.
oh,
And then what happens is they claim the first territory, and 2 points, depending on the map, a number of objective points will go away. And it will eliminate one from each team.
interesting.
So one, like whatever team was holding the most will still be holding the most. It's first to 3 territory wins. And then like it's a sliding scale that slowly goes up. It's just a progress bar. They don't really tell you what the number is or like if there's a number
Yeah.
associated to it. I think it might be more enjoyable if that territory destruction continued to
Hmm.
the point where there's only 3 and the map just continued to shrink. I don't know how they would do that,
Right.
but
But it would be
it can be
nice.
fun, but it can also be frustrating because it's I think Battlefield games are always divided into a large game mode, small game mode. So large game mode, you have Conquest, like the Battlefield flagship,
Right.
Breakthrough, Rush, Escalation
Yeah.
are the 4. And then in the small game modes, you have Squad Deathmatch, Team Deathmatch, King of the Hill, Domination, and I think that's it. Without
Uh,
looking, there's probably one more. I
I
think.
know I particularly
Um,
enjoyed playing Team Deathmatch in like the small maps with shotgun, and I enjoyed playing a lot of Conquest and Breakthrough.
I'm a big Breakthrough guy.
Yeah, like especially on the large maps. I enjoy the large map because I like to explore, and it really gives me the ability to like, oh hey, there's a guy there. I can shoot while like a mile away from my team on the other corner of the map because I found something cool to look at. So I really
It's
like the large map setting because I feel like it gives you more freedom.
Yeah, you can choose how you approach,
Yeah,
right? It's like
yeah,
the we were talking about Modern Warfare and like the larger scale maps for the story mode.
yeah.
Modern Warfare 2. It gives you the ability to choose how you want to tackle an objective.
Hmm.
Um, the small modes can be fun, like King of the Hill, which is just capture the objective, is a lot of fun. Um, Squad Deathmatch had the ability to be really cool, but the maps, at the very least, one of the maps sucks to play because they shrunk it too much.
Yeah,
Um, Team Deathmatch was fun, but could have used, I think, more players because like Squad Deathmatch is first squad to 50.
yeah.
Some maps it worked really good on.
Right.
Like there's a map that takes place in New York. That map
I
was great for
uh,
Squad Deathmatch,
okay, fair.
terrible for Team Deathmatch.
I didn't play that map. Oh, sorry, it was squad deathmatch I played because it was us a bunch of against a bunch of other squads, not just like team A versus team
Yeah.
B. I didn't play that much of the New York map, except for I believe it was Conquest a couple times, but I really enjoyed the Middle East map when you played squad deathmatch in like the housing area where it was just like 5 houses that a bunch of squads fought, you know, door to door in.
Yeah. Cairo.
Yeah, thank you.
That map sucks.
What? Why?
That was so bad because they made it slightly bigger.
Yeah, it worked really good for
It's
sniping.
it's it's too big now. And what I mean by that is, so in squad deathmatch, your spawns are always randomized.
Right.
and it rotates through.
Right.
The houses in the beta, that map was slightly smaller. So there was no house that was like, none of the houses were safe, but objectively you could cover off all of the access points
Right.
without worrying about it.
Right.
The maps are so big now that like at least it feels so big that you can't cover everything accurately.
Oh.
So
Okay, so they
like
changed
the
it
beauty of
kind of from the beta then.
yeah, the beauty of squad deathmatch is you stick with your four,
Right.
and then like you just hold an area and people will come to you.
Right.
Every game of squad deathmatch I played that I won, that was what my squad did. Every game of squad deathmatch that I lost, it was the opposite. It was like
They were
it was either
doing their own
Cairo,
thing.
where we couldn't defend the house to save our lives, or everybody was running in every direction.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
like this, for the multiplayer, they've added they call them initiation challenges,
Okay.
and they're broken up into 5 categories. There's your class challenges, team play challenges, large small game mode, and vehicle challenges.
Okay.
So there's 3 tiers for each. They give you some very basic objectives for each tier, and
Yeah.
once you complete them all, you get the last reward. Some of them is just straight XP. Some of them give you a camo. Like the vehicle one gives you a vehicle camo, which actually looks pretty good.
Okay.
Um, so like the initiation challenges force you to play all of the modes, which is nice
That's fair. I
because
mean,
like
I
that's how
guess
I learned.
yeah, that's
I,
a good
I
way to
don't
find out
enjoy
what kind you
escalation.
like.
Yeah.
Fair. I don't
The
remember.
issue I had was I didn't know those were challenges until like I'd already hit, I think it was like level 14. And I was like, what's with these initiation challenges? And I looked and I was like, oh no. But they are a nice bump because they do push you. The mainline challenges for classes don't unlock until you hit rank 20. So
Okay.
you can do like I did team play challenges in an evening with the squad of 4. Large mode took me a day ish.
Right.
Small mode took me a day because like small mode games are faster.
Right. Right.
Um, I like because when I started playing, I was just like, I just want to play Breakthrough, and
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
4 of us played Breakthrough, and Liberation Peaks is my new favorite map because I started playing when we were a squad of 4. I was just like, I'm gonna snipe. I suck at
I like
sniping. I will snipe.
I like Liberation Peak.
You can just sit up on the ridge.
Yeah.
If you're on defense, you can just sit up on the ridge and you can see everything. And then people poke over at you from the other side, and it's like I was running at a gun, brother.
I see your
There was no
dome.
stopping me. Yeah. I see your I see your scope glint, and I'm outside of your effective range. Cling.
I I see well, the only map I wasn't able to like effectively snipe on just because it didn't feel comfortable was the New York map.
Yeah.
That map I had to switch out and I was using the assault class with the breaching shotgun as its special
Mhm.
equipment. I honestly very rarely used my AR. I just full on used the breaching shotgun for everything and anything that got close.
A fun tidbit for you about the way that works. Now, they did change this.
Oh,
So in the beta, you got lots of ammo for
right,
for all of your weapons.
right,
They've changed that for the
okay,
assault class specifically.
right,
Your ammo total is split between all primary weapons. So you can like in assault, you have primary, secondary, gadget 1, gadget 2.
right.
Gadget 1, you can put a primary type weapon in it.
Oh,
If you do that, your ammo values are like quartered
right,
between the two.
right.
So the assault rifle, you'll get the clip that's in it plus 2,
Yep.
and the shotgun you'll get a full tube plus a tube. The end.
Oh,
If you want to run a shotgun, put it in your primary slot
yeah.
and put a gadget in gadget 1. It's like level 2 for the assault. You get the breaching pistol, which isn't just a gadget,
Right.
and then you get a ton of ammo. Because I had that problem with small game modes where it was like I was running out of ammo too fast, and then I saw TikTok and it was like, if you just put a gadget here where your shotgun is, you get like 200 rounds for your AR. I was like, perfect. That's what I need.
Yeah, that's fair.
I wasn't so every class has their special weapon, like the weapon that they are specialized in.
Right.
So for supports, as light machine guns. For recon, that's sniper rifles.
Yep.
Engineers, submachine guns. For assault, that's assault rifles. But carbines are right there.
Mm-hmm.
And the carbines are the ones that do all of the work.
Yeah.
The amount of gunfights I've lost to people running the M4, or I think they call it the I think it's the BM 377, which is a carbine.
Okay.
It's a SIG Spear. It's 6.8 by 51, 20 round mags.
Right.
It's slaptastic, but it's classified as a carbine, not as an assault rifle.
Okay.
Assaults should get carbines as a specialized weapon, and they don't. And I do not understand why. Because you lose the advantage of running. Like, because with the assault rifles, you can reload slightly faster and you can ADS a little faster, and switching to them is faster. There's inherent bonuses with it.
Right.
And it's like, okay, assault rifles are okay at best. But if you run this carbine, you're going to have a much better time, except for the fact you have no advantage to it. It's like,
yeah, I know the
but
problem I had
I
during the
don't
beta
wanna.
was the assault rifle. If you wanted to get any kills with the assault rifle, you had to be the first to target in. If your enemy targeted in before you, you better pray to God that he is a horrible shot or just utterly retarded, because otherwise you are
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah, it sucks.
I'll agree with you there. Was not a huge fan of the AR. But I mean, that's also, that was, during the beta, they really didn't have a huge weapon selection, right? So they just, gave you baseline weapons for each class. So maybe
They
don't.
still don't have a huge weapon selection. There is a lot of weapons, but certain classes definitely got shafted. Like
Right.
the recon, there's 3 snipers total.
Oh.
There is the sniper rifle it gives you,
Right.
which is, I would state, probably the best one of the lot.
I did like
There's
that one.
there's the alternate, which is like the Soviet equivalent, and then there's the sniper rifle. One of
like
the main characters in the campaign uses
like the Dragunov.
the SV-98. No.
Oh, okay.
So you have the M2010,
Yep.
the SV-98, and
it's
the
an SV.
PSR
Okay.
are your 3 options. And the PSR is only unlocked by completing all of the recon tasks.
Oh.
So you have to grind the fuck out of it to get it.
Yeah.
And some of them are very difficult. Like, I think Recon Challenge 2 is get 150 or 200 kills over 150 meters with sniper rifles.
Jesus.
Yeah, you got to work hard for it.
Yeah.
And that's only the second challenge out of 6, because there's each class has their first set of challenges, and then there's the advanced set of challenges, which are much harder to complete.
Right.
And they're all much higher requests. So
you got some,
I can see why people are.
You got some examples of some of the advanced stuff, or have you tried them out yet?
I haven't got that far. I'm not that good.
It's fair.
I've only got 18 hours since game settled down.
I see you launching it.
You asked me for examples. Give me a second.
Yeah, no, that's true. It's fair. Man's going to fact check.
But things that are good, things that are bad. I think good gameplay is great. It's Battlefield. It's awesome.
Right.
It's top tier first person shooter. Hard to beat it. The gunplay feels good. The time to kill, while being a little high, seems fair. It's not like Call of Duty where you can just laser beam a guy because you have a meta weapon and then that's it.
And distance plays no factor on your damage.
Well,
Like
Yeah,
in
that's a
Black
big
Ops.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like because I remember Black Ops 2, that that map where it was like kind of like a private resort
Yep.
with
I
that
know exactly which
yeah,
map you're
the
talking about.
circular parking lot that led with the walkway with all the pillars cutting through into that like middle tree bonsai area.
Hmm.
Yeah, I remember very vividly that corner office where you could sit up there in the window and snipe people from across the map because you could just get the perfect sight line when people would walk through three of the four entryways into that middle area from across the map. And physically, there should have been no way you would have been one-shotting people with a body shot. And I was with the DSR 50, the 50 cal version that Black Ops had made. And that was just looking at it now after playing Battlefield and realizing, hey, Battlefield realistically has better gun mechanics in basically every way. Yeah, no, Black Ops doesn't make a lot of sense anymore because, but I mean, the thing is, the thing I learned that a lot of people have been struggling, hi Avix, that have been struggling to like grasp is they keep comparing Black Ops and Battlefield because they're both first person shooters. But Black Ops is an arcade shooter, so you can't expect realistic tendencies in comparison to Battlefield, whereas Battlefield is a realistic shooter. It's supposed to be kind of like not a simulation of war, but it's got realistic aspects, whereas Black Ops was not made with that in mind. It's an arcade shooter. You are there to do dumb shit, make stupid loadouts, have fun. You know, I think they've taken it a bit too far with all the goofy costumes and aesthetics and bullshit that you can buy and waste your money on now. But, you know, like Black Ops 1, 2, and I would even go so far as saying 3, I think really had it right, where you could just, everything you wanted, you could grind out for just by playing the game and just, you know, enjoying the fun bullshit. And then, yeah, people compare them thinking that it makes sense. Like, look at all the people that complained when Black Ops 7 beta was compared to Battlefield 6 beta, because Black Ops 7's beta had less than 90,000 people throughout the whole beta test. Battlefield 6's open beta had, oh, what was it, close to 600,000 people throughout both weekends? And people are saying, yep,
Black
thanks.
Ops.
No, Battlefield, the open beta. Was it 5 or 600? It
500,000.
was 500,000. Either way, that's still 500,000 people compared to less than 90,000 on Black Ops 7's beta. And a lot of those guys who were testing the Black Ops 7 beta were going, well, thank you for finally turning me off of Black Ops and going to Battlefield. Or like the running joke of seeing the the Black Ops 7 trailer, launch trailer, and they were like, well, thank you for just, you know, making my money go to Battlefield. I now know which game I'm buying without even having played it. And it's like, yes, but they're not the same type of game. So it kind of bugs me a little bit when it gets compared in a negative light. Because yes, I'll admit I was a big Black Ops guy for the longest time. I feel like Black Ops has gone downhill in a lot of reasons, not because it's being compared to Battlefield, just because the company that makes it have been making a lot of bad decisions for a number of years now. So that's completely different than me looking at it saying I'm buying Battlefield 6 because Black Ops 7 looks like a hot pile of garbage. Because I would honestly, if Black Ops 7 didn't bring back one of my favorite villains of all time, after you very clearly killed him in Black Ops 2, I would probably be happy to own both. I would not care. I would play both, understanding that they're both, you know, in their own separate worlds. But I'm getting Battlefield 6 purely because the gameplay is more enjoyable in the way that they have created a more riveting story and more like more what would you call it? Intricate details to catch people's minds. Whereas Black Ops has just pushed their stuff too far, and they have became like a Black Ops version of Fast and Furious. Essentially, they are just grasping at straws, trying to do whatever they can to keep their fan base, even though it's constantly dropping. But I'm
You
not
became the
comparing.
very thing you swore to destroy.
Exactly, but I'm not comparing them saying, "Oh, I'm picking Black Ops or Battlefield 6 over Black Ops 7," because Battlefield 6 is an objectively better game. No, it's just,
You're not. I am.
which is fair. I'm not gonna tell you you're wrong to do that, but I just, because I was a big Black Ops guy, I'm not gonna sit there and go, oh, Battlefield 6 is a way better shooter than Black Ops, because they're not the same type of shooter. If they were in the same genre, then I would understand the love hate relationship, but it just doesn't make sense to me because they're not in the same realm as each other. It's the same thing
You
as
asked
like,
about you asked about specific challenges.
yes, did you find some?
So we have initiation, weapon class, and unit challenges. Unit challenges are like play this game this amount of times and win this many times, and they
Right.
give you like operator skins.
Okay.
Class challenges are class based, and there's the base challenges and there's specialty challenges. So you have to do to get the I think this is the respawn beacon. You have to earn 10,000 game score as an assault,
Okay.
and you have to get 30 kills while using the adrenaline injector, which is their special weapon, which
Ah.
makes them all you do with the adrenaline injector is run faster.
Yeah.
That's it. Um, if you want the second training path, you have to have squad mates deploy on your deploy beacon, and then get kills and assists on concussed enemies. So it's 50 deploys, 20 concussed enemy kills.
Ah.
And then there's like a player icon, which is just deal damage with grenades, which is pretty easy.
Okay.
Weapons, it's use a specific type of weapon to do a certain thing. So this is where the sniper rifle is locked.
Oh.
So to get the PSR, which is one of the main characters of the campaign's weapons,
Right.
you have to first get 100 headshots with DMRs and
Okay.
inflict damage over 75 meters with DMRs. Once you're done that, you get a DMR. You can
Interesting.
then switch back to sniper rifles. Now you have to get 150 headshot kills over 200 meters with snipers,
Oh my god.
while also getting 300 kills with sniper rifles. Luckily, they do compile the same rate. So if you get a headshot kill here, it counts 1-1.
Oh, okay.
Because like the M2010 over a certain distance, if it's not a headshot, it won't count. Like it just won't kill.
Right.
It
It'll
just
just do damage, but yeah.
for whatever reason, it's not instantaneous. Even with the right rounds, I've found it doesn't. So like to tally that out, 100 damage is a kill. So that means you need to get, let's assume with DMRs, a headshot is a kill instantaneously. So it's 600 kills, and then another. If let's assume you're bad, 450, or assume you're good, 300
Yeah.
to unlock the best sniper in the game. Which, you know what, is fair, because it is the best sniper in the game. Like you have like the ends justify that means, and then there's initiation tasks, which are team play, vehicle, large mode, small mode, and squad play. I had the last one wrong.
Oh, okay.
So like vehicle challenges,
Yeah.
right now I'm on the second tier. You have to travel 5,000 unit as a jet pilot and 3,500 as a helicopter pilot. And then the final one is get kills in ground vehicles and kills or assists with aircrafts. It's 5 and 5. Team play objectives. The first one is deploy on teammate gadgets or vehicles. And the second one, spot enemies.
Right.
The second one is heal 500 teammates with the supply bag and drag and revive 5 teammates. And the last one is repair 200 vehicles and resupply 10 teammates.
Okay.
Which resupplying is easy. You throw out the bag, it resupplies them.
Yeah.
There is no better thing for that. And then there's like there's campaign objectives. It's like finish them all in the hardest difficulty, which I have not done.
Which honestly,
and
that's
then
a
there's
pretty
challenges.
That's a pretty common achievement trope for first-person shooters and a lot of story modes in general.
Yeah.
Because I know
there is
Mass
a
Effect
challenge.
has the same thing. For example, complete the story mode on Insanity.
Yep. I I thought I was on the hardest difficulty. Turns out I was not.
I know I wasn't. I've been playing it on the easiest because first playthrough, I have no fucking idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, the campaign challenges are admittedly very hard. The first one is complete a mission without firing a gun,
Oh,
melee grenades and gadgets only.
oh my
The second one is
god.
complete a mission without needing to be revived, which is probably the easiest of the lot.
Fair?
Third one, using only pistol. Fourth one,
Jesus.
while performing 30 headshots, which is also actually pretty easy. There's a mission that kind of tees you up for that.
Ah,
And then
fair.
the last one's while performing 10 melee kills.
God damn.
Yeah.
They don't mess around with those challenges.
And like they give you pretty basic stuff like operator skins, um,
Right.
weapon packages or melee weapons,
Okay.
hardware like XP boosters for certain things. So there's like your class and your hardware
Yeah.
level at equivalent rates,
Oh.
but you can, but like something that they've taken from Battlefield or Call of Duty is like you can put a weapon XP booster or like an overall XP booster on,
Oh,
and
okay.
it does compound.
Right.
And then the last one's mission ready, which I can't see the tasks for anymore because I'm done them. And then
Oh,
there's
okay.
campaign challenges, which is like find all the objectives or collectibles in each map. There's 30 total.
Okay.
I have found 4 of 30, and they're dog tags. So you just have to look at everything
Right. Check every
and hope
corner.
that little collectible button, press E, pops up.
Good God. It's like trying to find the. That's like trying to find the feathers in Assassin's Creed 2 for your little brother. You remember how fucking annoying that was because the background like quality and brightness was so goddamn bright when you're on top of the houses that the feathers would blend in.
Yeah.
You'd walk right
Hey,
by them.
listen, I remember. And then, yeah, there's like your profile screen. Something I enjoy about Battlefield 6
Yeah.
is because it tracks your campaign progress, it knows when you've completed the campaign and it unlocks you a sub menu that used to be start campaign and now it says uninstall campaign. It's like, we've noticed you've completed the campaign. You can go
Oh,
back and play it again if you want to complete challenges, or you can just uninstall it and it saves you.
some space
I
on your drive.
I think it's worth about 10 gigs,
Jesus.
5 or 10, somewhere in there.
That's right.
But
That's actually
so
really
that
intuitive.
takes the total download size to 55.
Oh, hello, rookie.
The
We're
game
currently
is
talking about Battlefield 6.
um,
That's really
other
cool though. There's
things.
not a lot of not a lot of companies that would think of that.
I will state that Call of Duty did do it first, but I think they also had to. Like, why is a Call of Duty game 175 gigabytes?
That's precisely why. There's no fucking reason for it. Like
Um,
that's just insane.
so the multiplayer, I think that it needs more maps for sure, but those are coming. They've released their
Oh,
like
they've
first season, so
right. They've
we'll get
confirmed
4
that
more
there's more.
maps. Yeah, there's 4 more maps, 4 more weapons. I think actually it's 8 more weapons, and then some other stuff is being added as well.
Okay.
The coolest thing about it, so like old Battlefield was server browser based. So
Okay.
if you want to play a certain game, like there was like Battlefield servers, which were like you're going to play this game mode and it's going to rotate through all the maps.
Right.
New this one, it has dedicated like playlists which are hosted servers the same way, but it's like Dice's servers. So it's like you're gonna play Conquest or Rush or Breakthrough or Squad Deathmatch or whatever it is you want to play, and you can custom search. So you can like, I only want to play Conquest, Breakthrough, and Team Deathmatch. You can just queue those
Right.
3. You
Yeah.
can pick which maps you don't want to play, and then you can hit the search button. So it's like if you're playing with 4 people and it's like, I want to play Breakthrough, but Jim wants to play Escalation, John wants to play domination and I want to play King of the Hill, you
Right.
can search those 4 things. It's like, well, I don't like Siege of Cairo. That map sucks, which is based. You
Yeah.
can just remove it from the selection. And then once you're done that, it takes you back to the lobby screen so you can see everybody's ready. You can hit the search button and it will only search for those games that are either currently going and need more players or are about to start.
Nice.
I find more often than not, you end up with a game that's about to start, as
Yeah.
opposed to a game that's in progress.
I did
Um,
notice that during the open beta, whenever we would enter a game, is like 9 times out of 10 we were getting tossed into the beginning of a game.
yeah. Um, it isn't that good now. I would say probably 6 out of 10 you're gonna start a game fresh.
Fair.
The other 4 times you're gonna join either rate kind of in like the first half or rate at half is
Right.
usually how that goes.
Okay.
And then something they brought back from 2042 is the portal mode. It doesn't do the same thing. It's so in 2042 the portal mode was how they justified being able to play Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5, and Bad Company 2. Those
Right.
were the games you could play through it. And I think Battlefield 4.
Okay.
So you could go back and play the older games in 2042's engine, which was fun. It doesn't work like that now. Now you can go online and you can create your own, it's a server host. So you create your play sets. Like I want to play against bots
Right.
on Breakthrough, and
Okay.
you can queue that up.
Okay.
And then, assuming there's space in the servers, you can host it and just set a password so only your friends can join.
Right.
It's very hard to get that to work. I have
because it's so
two
busy.
portals. It's insanely busy. I have 2 portals set up. I can't host either of them. There's like a grinding mechanic for this game. Like 2042 had a PvE mode where it's like you and 4 friends could play with a bot lobby.
Yeah.
And like one of you hosted it. And it was just in set to
Okay, sounds good,
2042's
Rookie. Good night.
It was just inset to 2042's lobby list. Was like I can't remember what they called it, but I enjoyed playing it because that's how we got my buddy Goat's girlfriend into playing Battlefield. Was like we'll just play against bots because she didn't want to play against people. She's fairly new to gaming as a concept, so like we'll play against bots, and then when she's done for the night, we'll go play against people.
Right.
It's also fun to I'm gonna start playing on a game I know I'm going to win, and I'm going to end playing on a game I know I'm going to win.
Well,
that doesn't exist in 6.
Yeah, that true.
There is no mode like that.
That, and I honestly, in a lot of games, like especially Deadlock, for example, I like playing against the bots more than real people. Not because it's easier, but because funnier shit happens against bots than real people. Real people will just piss you off. Real people will just piss you off. But bots, when they do dumb shit, it's fucking hilarious.
I think the funniest was still, I think it was Yumi and Landon. It was like, yeah, let's play Deadlock. And we were like, yeah, sure, let's play Deadlock. And then we queued a game. And then like halfway through, after listening to you yell at your computer for half an hour, you were like, are we playing against fucking people? Like, yeah, dude. It's it's a MOBA. We're playing against people.
Well, yeah, because
no wonder I suck so bad.
Who the fuck queues against live people in a MOBA? Like, that's asking for a death wish. Like, tell me you want to play against people that have no life without telling me you want to play against people that have no life.
But that's the point of the game. You gotta play against people.
No. Not for people who have sanity.
If you don't want to play against people, you just play Risk of Rain 2 or Warframe. Objective, great games that don't require.
Have not gotten to play Warframe yet, like ever. I've always wanted to. I've been told it's a very fun game.
If you need the most dedicated healer you've ever met in your life, you send my boy Landon a message. He's the #1 Oberon player in North America. He will make sure you never die. Over on
Nice.
rework is tomorrow. There's no one I know who's more excited today. Sorry, nobody I know who is more excited for it than Landon. I had to make sure I get that fact check in there. He said his healing powers are ungodly now. It's Warframe is actually great. I do enjoy it a lot.
But no, if you
It,
want to
it's
if you want to like go there about deadlock when it comes to bots versus real people, you don't need to play real people anymore because when they updated the AI for the bots in Deadlock, they are now able to pull a lot of the same meta tactics that live people can, and which means that
all they have to do is pull the statistics off of the
yeah,
servers and know exactly what every hero builds.
right, which a lot of
Because
times they don't. Like look at Smite, Dota, like some of the bigger ones, they don't do that. Deadlock's the first one I've personally run into that has done it. I know others have done it. It's just that's the first one I've run into that has done it. Because as you know, I build a lot of melee characters like Abrams, the healing punchy build. I could not use that anymore because they parry you and they're able to parry you even when they're not looking at you. Like, well, I played a lot with Zach, and while he's keeping them occupied, I come up behind the NPC and they know I'm there without even having to look at me. They don't even stop fighting Zach. They just parry my punch and then they keep fighting Zach. And it's like, you know what?
Smite Smite is fun in the way that even if you're playing against people, it's I think a lot of it is that you have the same problem that Matt has, where it's like he get like you've played games with Matt, so that this comparison probably
I've
stings a
played
little bit. But like
I've
Matt
played a few,
gets
yeah.
Matt gets violently mad when things aren't going his way, and I've played enough online games with you to know that that can be the case. It takes you a lot longer to spool up than Matt does, admittedly, because like playing playing Battlefield 6 with Matt has like my brother has been hilarious because he gets so tilted. We started a game of Breakthrough on Ibaram Peak, which is a two-layered map. There's a high route and a low route,
Right.
and it's one of the few breakthrough modes. Or sorry, breakthrough or rush? Breakthrough. And it doesn't really matter. Maybe it was, I can't remember what mode it was. It's probably actually escalation. Um, it doesn't matter which route you take, you're going to get swamped. And the bastard that is, it's one of the few escalation maps that has helicopters and jets.
Right.
So we got into it, and that was like, I'm flying this game. And I was like, all right, cool. Like, whatever. Not thinking about it.
I'm guessing the mechanics didn't click with him.
No, he's actually a pretty good pilot, but the enemy team was just better across the
Ah,
board. And so like he didn't view it as a the end like I just shouldn't do this because the enemy's got our number. It was this is obviously because they're cheating. And he was just like he was coming absolutely unglued.
ah.
It was so funny. Like
So what you're
Monday night,
telling
we've
me
just
is we
had
should.
Thanksgiving dinner.
Right.
He's losing it.
So
There is a lot of that.
what I'm hearing here is we need to do a Battlefield 6 stream with Matt.
Yeah, it would be funny
Okay. Okay, so I know it seemed like I was getting mad in that Deadlock game, and we haven't really sat down to
because
talk
you
about it
were.
either. I was,
Because you
but
were.
it wasn't because I was getting killed nonstop. I was
Listen,
legitimately angry
I'm
because I felt like I got sidewinded when I was not told we were going into an online game because I have over 100 hours in that game, never touched online for that very reason. Because I know the people that play it are sweats. But I should have known because you are very
yeah,
much an online
plays
person.
everybody that plays online games are sweats. Like I get
Yeah,
sweaty
and
just thinking about Battlefield.
I
What
only
are you talking about? I'm not that good.
I only have one game like that I am legitimately good enough to go online knowing that I'm going to make someone rage quit, and that is Bleach. And that's purely because I've put about 250 hours into it.
Last night I was milling out my small game mode challenges. So it's like play 4 games of domination, win 3, or
Right.
play 5, win 2.
Right.
And I'm like, I can do that. And so I'm playing domination. And it's like play squad deathmatch, play team deathmatch, 2 games of each. I'm like, all right, cool. Play King of the Hill. And then one of the objectives is like get 15 kills while contesting the point in King of the Hill.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, like that's harder, but all right, I'll give it a
Yeah,
try.
that would be tough.
At some point, I think it was Angela looks over and she goes, "You look stressed." I was like, "I am." Like, like actually, just like, fuck, this is difficult. I managed to get them in
Thank
the
you for
first 2
noticing.
games out of the 5 I had to play, and then I
Nice.
got to just be a shitter for the other 3.
On that
Um,
side of it, though, I wouldn't say that you were like being a sweat. I've been in those high intensity situations. It's nerve wracking.
it
You
is
know it's a game, but you're so immersed in
some
it.
of the small game modes in Battlefield, the way they've shrunk the map and the amount of versatility with traversing the map you have,
Yeah,
it's you almost it's not stressful to know like that you're getting shot. It's
right.
stressful to figure out where they're shooting you from before you die.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, because
because like
you don't know which way to
I don't
run. You
mind
don't know where to
dying, but
hide.
let me get one shot off on
Yeah.
them before
or
I do.
or at least know where they are for when I return.
Yeah.
Because
Like
that's a bad habit of mine too, especially being a sniper. Is if I find somewhere that I find really comfortable and it's got good positioning, I am going to return there. And I do it
well
over and
that's
over, and they learn that, so they're waiting for me.
that's the way to do it. Lots of people I've found because there's definitely a large group of the current Battlefield player base that are Call of Duty players, and you can tell just the way they move.
Right, right.
Um, and the fact that they're not playing the objective, like Battlefield
Oh, that annoys the
favors
fuck out of
heavily.
me.
Battlefield very much heavily favors objective-based gameplay.
Yeah,
It
that.
is it is mildly infuriating to be running to the objective and you just like your face gets taken off out of nowhere
Yeah,
because a guy's hiding in a bush. It's like, come on, man. The rest of your team is fighting off my team at the objective. If you were there, you would be of help to them.
yeah. Why are you here by yourself?
Why are you
10
here?
kilometers to the west.
Yeah, looking at my spawn.
Yeah,
Like that's kind of ass.
yeah.
Um,
No, I agree with
but
you. I
that'll all
hated
go
that.
away in like 2 weeks.
Fair,
So
fair. Oh,
or
actually, speaking of
whenever the new
which,
Black Ops game comes out.
you know that oh, what's it called? The like auto aim device that people can buy and hook up to their games. What's it called? Something wave or shockwave or something like that. It's that little black
Something like that.
box. Uh,
Oh yeah,
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 Battlefield 6 banned that. If they detect
yeah,
you using it, you're gone.
yeah.
Which I
And
think, yeah, that's
the beauty of
amazing.
Battlefield is they use a kernel-based anti-cheat, so they ban your device, not your IP.
Yeah,
So if you want to go back and play it again and do the same thing, you have to change something
yeah.
um, for it to no longer register.
It
And I think
just,
even then you can't get around it.
yeah, it's definitely not going to be easy. I laugh at those people that feel the need to do that because they get so heated at a particular game because they're bad at it, so they need to use something like that to make themselves better than everybody
I'd
else.
rather be bad than not be allowed to play.
That's just it. It's the way I look at it is if you get that heated about the game because you're bad at it and your decision is to start realistically cheating and using like third party assistance like that, then maybe you should look at playing a different game that you are going to find more happiness with.
You know what? I gotta give Matt credit where credit's due. For as tilted as he gets about first-person shooters, and sometimes racing games, but mostly first-person shooters,
Yeah.
at no point has he ever invested in software or hardware to cheat.
Yeah,
He knows he's bad. That's just his lot in this life.
right. So a lot of times when he's getting really heated,
So
you
he's
can
getting
tell.
tilted, but he'll never do anything about it.
Right.
For the
It's
same for
it's
the
almost
same
like,
thing that I just said, which is I'd rather be bad than not be allowed to play.
yeah,
Because like he has good games frequently.
yeah.
Like, like he is much better than I am. I will admit that.
Hmm.
But like the games that he's off, brother, is he off? It's like I'll go 26 and 12 and Matt's at the bottom of the scoreboard at like 3 and 28 and he's yelling violently. But he keeps playing.
Now that you mention that, I actually do vividly remember playing Ready or Not with him, and as you
Yeah,
know, he has a
you played
very
Ready or Not with him.
yeah, he has a very aggressive play style. Like holy
Yep.
fuck, I cannot keep up with him. Um, I remember
He's
the hospital level where you have to cross the sky bridge,
yeah.
and
Uh-huh.
I believe I actually got this on stream. He got clocked by the bald guy that sits in the left window across the sky bridge in the other building waiting for you. Matt turned, shot him in the face 3 times through the window. This guy
Uh-huh.
charged through the door onto the sky bridge, killed Matt. I emptied a full clip into this guy. He killed me, and I don't remember where Fred and Zach were. I think they were doing something else, like with bomb diffusion. But I honest to God thought Matt was going to like put a hole in his wall with his controller because he had his webcam on and I could see everything happening. I thought that keyboard was about to fly because he started vibrating. I saw him shaking through the webcam and I was concerned for his soul in that moment. And the only words that came out were a very tense and terse "Thank you, game physics. Apparently headshots don't kill a man." I was like, oh my god, that much physical violence with that much non-emotional aggression is very concerning.
Yeah, everything's good with Matt until he stops yelling.
Mm-hmm.
It's when he goes quiet. That's when you need to be concerned.
Especially that
It's
quickly.
he can be a lot of fun to play games with, especially if you're beating him.
Yeah.
Like play him in a fighting game and like Matt's got this knack where he's just kind of good at everything he picks up
Right, right.
to a certain extent,
Like
right?
he's got the natural knack to enjoy anything he picks up in a non-competitive nature. Would that be fair to say?
He's got the knack to adapt the way he plays to every game.
Right, okay.
But that being said, he never the only game I've ever seen him be genuinely good at is Rainbow Six Siege. But he's got like thousands of hours and even more dollars invested in Rainbow Six Siege.
Right, so that's
You'd
not
hope
so
you're good at
much.
that point,
I was gonna say that's not so much natural. It's just he's played enough to learn how to get good at the game subconsciously.
which is like half the idea. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I mean I can't say anything on that side because I haven't spent that much money past buying the DLC characters for the new Bleach game, but I again do have close to 250 hours now if I am remembering correctly, and I that's how I watch my animes so like consistently is I just put on the series and watch that while I play Bleach out of my peripheral, not even paying attention to the fight I'm doing. Which is kind of sad to say, and I've been told many times I have a problem. I know, I definitely agree, but it keeps me entertained, and I'm still waiting for more of you guys to pick it up. But I know the game also hasn't gone on sale yet. It's still $80.
I actually it has gone on sale. I just didn't buy it. Um
Sag, disappointment, depression.
yeah, playing playing a game with Matt that you know you're gonna beat him in is almost the most fun because it's never a matter of if, it's always a matter of when.
Right.
Like for me, that's racing games. I am Like I got the wheels. I got the pedals.
Well, and that's you.
I have the control advantage,
You're
right?
that's our yeah. You're a big
I
racing
know
sim
I'm
guy.
going to win.
You're a big racing sim guy. Yeah, that's a no brainer. For me, I enjoy arcade racing like Horizon and Need for Speed and stuff. That's what I grew up on. But yeah, no, I and it takes a special knack to be good at racing sims, and
Playing
you have that.
playing I think it was Grid Legends against Matt. And it was Matt and my buddy Barons, and we had gone go-karting.
Mm-hmm.
And then we agreed while we were having drinks after that we would play Grid Legends tonight because it was on sale at the time. It was like $10 to play Grid Legends. So I bought it. I had it installed by the time I got home.
Right.
And so I pulled my wheel out. I did like the first story because I'd played it before, but I just went,
Right.
it's like, give me the first mission to like get a grip of how it feels. We'll
Yeah,
play.
familiarize.
I let those two choose track and vehicle sets for
Uh-huh.
every game we played. And there was a point in time after one of Matt's picks, I think it was like probably the fourth race we did. And he
Right.
goes, I'm following Chris through the corner. I don't understand how he's pulling a second a corner out of me. And I was like, I don't know, man. And at one point, I think he
Oh,
actually, because he was playing on an Xbox 360 controller.
right.
So I think the left thumbstick had started to go.
Okay.
And so he was fighting the controller. I was like, Matt, like, come to my house. I'll give you my Xbox One controller.
Yeah.
If that's what this takes. I'll swap with you. I'll go to your house with my Xbox controller. You can come use my wheel. I will keep playing. He was like, no, I'm just bad. I'm just never gonna be good at this. It's rigged.
Yeah, he hit that
It's
point right before mass aggression of like rampant denial. I know
pretty
that
much.
level.
It's and it was so funny because like you have the how like my buddy Baron, also bad at racing games, has a full wheel at home, enjoys them immensely,
Right.
and him and I are both laughing because like at this point I'm handicapping myself. I was like, all right, we're playing with tuner classics. So like the Honda S2000.
Right.
I won't go above 4,000 RPM except in final drive. So like sixth gear.
Right. Right.
And they're like, yeah, okay, that'll help us. And yeah, sure it did on the straights.
Mhm.
The end.
Yeah.
Nowhere else do you have to be above 4. It's like I'm picking tracks that like this is like this is gonna hurt me. You
Right.
guys should have a chance. And I'm watching like Baron was having some fun with it. At one point, he started like purposely crashing into Matt.
Oh
They
no.
had a they both had a strategy where if I was first, they would both dive bomb the inside of the corner, and so like because it automatically sorts out the grid.
Right.
So like if I was first, I would hard charge it to the first corner, and
Yep.
then if like the corner was left, I'd just turn right. I
Ah.
just turn the wrong way, and I would just get out of their way, and I'd watch them smoke each other and then fly into the wall. And if both of their cars were broken to the point they couldn't keep racing, I would just like next race, or I'd just restart the
Yeah,
race.
you just automatically win. Oh man.
There was one race that we did where I gave them both a 30-second head start.
Yeah.
Some like anything I could do to keep Matt playing because it was
Right.
priceless to listen to him over Discord. I was like, how is he passing me? What
You're
the
so
fuck?
mean to him. But the darker side of me wants to hear this.
I
Oh,
gave
we're
them.
horrible people.
We were playing with like Grid Legends as a subset of vehicles called Time Attack,
Right?
um, which are like full downforce vehicles and they turn really good.
Oh, okay.
So we did a race on a street circuit with Time Attack cars,
Mm,
and it was a shorter course.
right.
So I gave them both a 30-second head start.
Okay.
and Matt took the lead. And then I watched as he clicked 30 seconds, and then I left.
Right.
Because like grid is nice because it live updates the times.
Oh, that is nice. Yeah.
Because like if you compare that to a different style of racing game like Formula, like the F1 games,
Right.
they only update the times at the end of a sector.
Right.
So
Every like checkpoint
so
essentially.
every track has 3 sectors. So you're either the first third, the second third, or back at the start stop line.
Right.
So it's like I'm watching Matt's time go, and I'm like, all right, you guys ready? They're like, no, give us more time. I'm like, it's too late. You guys are already at
Nope.
25 seconds.
You agreed at 30.
And I would whack it at 30. At this point in the evening, I had my H pattern shifter with the clutch enabled. So I
Oh my
actually had to shift
God.
each gear, which is very difficult in that game because it's very fast paced.
Right.
And I've got my force feedback cranked to like the absolute limit on everything. So like my wheel is just
Right. Like
like
it's fighting you as if it's actual G-force.
I have a Logitech G27. It is the loudest wheel ever created. It is the neighbors can hear it when it's running. And so I'm hunting them down, and it's like 5 laps. I gave them 30 seconds. That felt fair.
That
It
is
takes a
that is
minute.
more than
It takes
fair.
a minute and 15 seconds to do a lap at full kill. And at the end of the first lap, I was I was 15 seconds behind. At the end of the second lap, I was 3 seconds behind.
Oh my
By the end of
God.
the third lap, I was in first. I was just fucking
I
flying. And
okay, this might
like
sound a bit cruel,
I
but what
do
was
it to
Matt's
give
exact
them.
reaction when you passed him, given the big time gap?
So Matt noticed I had caught him, and like Matt gets it, defend. I'm
Right.
not gonna push you. Like I'm not gonna touch your car. I'm gonna drive around you.
Right.
I'm just gonna wait till you make a mistake. But Matt's playing on a controller, so he's defending me with this broken. Like he's having a hard time. Like he's
Right.
skittering right, so I back off, and then Baron slips inside me, so I follow the two of them through,
Right.
and stuff like that. And then finally, they both just like Baron touches Matt. I know he didn't intend to. I've watched him like
It was a
fly into the corner.
genuine
He
accident.
just he just like he hit the back of the car. They both lost a bunch of time, and I
Oh.
flew past the inside.
Oh
And Matt
no.
was like, "How the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. We had such a lead. We're like the third lap. We could have won." And Baron is just like Baron's laughing hysterically, and I'm crying laughing as I'm like, "Ha ha! I got you."
Oh my God.
I have a lot of fun playing games with Matt.
I can tell. I can tell. Fuck, that makes me want to play a game with him, but I don't think we own a lot of the same games.
We all own Grid Legends, right?
I do not. I had to get rid of my
Do you not?
Xbox Game Pass because it was way too fucking expensive. So I didn't get to finish it.
What?
Yeah, no, because that was the one you and me played,
Jeez.
and
It's like full price right now.
I really enjoyed
Jesus.
it. But yeah, no, I had to get rid of Game Pass when I went on disability because I couldn't fathom paying, 28 bucks a month for like 6 games that I was playing, because all of my games are on Steam. I have 420 games on Steam. Well, 419, I think, but yeah, it wasn't making sense to me. And, during a time where I really need to focus on saving money, it was one of the sacrifices I had to make. Which I'm kind of glad I did in the end run because I later found out about the whole bullshit with them jacking the prices even more and like all the other crap that they're pulling on Game Pass. And I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm glad I'm not going back anytime soon.
Well, the next time it goes on sale, I'll buy it for you because it's $80 right now.
Oh my God. Yeah.
hmm I don't know how they got away with that because it's almost always on sale for like 15. But here we are, I guess. Thanks, EA.
Yep, it happens. like a lasting effect of, hey, we got bought out by a private company here.
Yeah. It's okay. All of the Call of Duty games are like $90 right now, so it doesn't really matter.
Not like they're worth it anyways. But but yeah,
Back to Battlefield.
yeah.
So the portal mode
Yes.
is a mode that lets you create your own servers and
Correct.
like your own games and play.
Yes.
And you can like restrict to class weapons, or you can be like, we're gonna play Conquest, but infantry only, so no vehicles.
Right. It's full custom
And
mode.
it's a full custom mode. It's very Battlefield. It's we're playing. I can't remember what the operation was for Battlefield 3. 24/7 this mode. 5,000 tickets.
Okay.
Fast respawns.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like the subway map from Battlefield 3.
Oh, okay.
Stuff like that. And people have been creating like in the showcase for Portal that they did, they created Dust 2 from Counter-Strike in it.
Oh, okay.
So it has a full SDK downloadable file set for altering the maps. I've messed around with a custom set called Ace Pursuit, and it's the servers are limited to 8 people. You pick a jet, and then you have to fly through like an obstacle course.
Oh.
In a custom map. That's
Okay.
been a lot of fun trying to like get better at the jet flying.
Right.
Because I'm bad at it.
Yeah, I remember the first time I jumped in one, I yelled at
the
Fred that I
Jetson
was coming to save him, and I completely nosedived. Did
the
not realize the
Jetson
controls were inverted.
6. Yeah, the Jetson 6 are something else.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember them ever being so hard to control before. And I would be a big fan if they were to give me a this is something that War Thunder used to have. It was like there was a control circle
Okay.
outside of your reticle.
Right.
And if you pointed the mouse in that direction, you'd fly in that direction.
Oh.
It's slower, but it lets everybody fly, right? Is the idea.
Right. It's like on equal
Now
footing.
yeah, like the snail's a crook, but like I would like that setting specifically. Because otherwise I have to plug in a controller just to fly a jet.
Well, yeah.
Because I was looking at it and I was like, how is it that Stone Mountain can fly a jet in Battlefield, but I can't? That man is a Call of Duty streamer if I've ever met one.
That's right. He did jump over to Battlefield 6, didn't he?
He uses a controller when he's flying jets. Yeah. That's how. I was like, and helicopters, I've learned. Because I've seen like some of his TikToks since Battlefield 6 came out is like some of the best helicopter gameplay I've seen, other than like the guys that like they've been flying helicopters in Battlefield for a long time.
Right.
Those are always the impressive ones. It's like, yeah, look at this thing in the side of the mountain and they fly the helicopter clean into it. It's like, okay, settle down.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. I've always not enjoyed people like that, especially when you're trying to go to the objective and that's the whole point of the transport. And they're like, oh, look at this, and proceed to kill their whole squad just for the funny.
Yep.
It's like, time and place, bud. Time and place.
The first Conquest I played when the game was out, I spawned on a teammate who had been flying a helicopter the whole time. And I was like, he's been running this thing since like the first second.
Right.
And so I spawned on him. And that man was just out here doing it. He was like, yeah, we're going to just like Operation Firestorm. I'm just going to thread the needle on the stacks, but helicopter dead sideways. What? I didn't know that was an option.
Somebody has had a lot of time to test it.
Yeah. And he's he was just out here doing it. Like
Good lord.
there are some really impressive pilots in the Battlefield community. They're just like
True.
on it. They're locked in. They know exactly what to do. They know how all the controls work. I
Having
just learned how thrust vectoring on the jets works, and it still isn't helping me from not crashing.
having a certain amount of natural talent with it also helps, I would say, but for a lot of cases like that, no, it's purely just that you have spent probably too much time on it. But
I think by and large, it is satisfying to learn how to do it.
by and
That's
large,
kind of where I've
throw
landed.
your
It's like,
garbage out in space.
oh, well, the original rage
I
quitter.
can never hear that term without thinking of Wally.
Throw your garbage out in space.
The space, the final frontier. Fuck, how did that slogan actually go? Um, you need space? Just put your garbage out in space. Fuck, it was so stupid, but it was so Disney. But anyways, yes, Helicopter Man.
Helicopter Man was on it. I got nothing else but Battlefield, to be very honest with you.
Fair. Well,
I
I have been waiting to ask you what you've been reading lately. Or have you been listening to more audiobooks?
um
Bit of both?
honestly neither.
Neither. Wow. Or is it
um
you've been spending all your time listening to podcasts, you fucking freak. I'm just kidding.
yeah, like this one.
Yeah, exactly.
Um but none is good.
No.
Um no, I've been trying to catch up. This is like the crux of my life. I've been trying to catch up to Welcome to Night Vale,
Okay.
which is great.
And how's that going?
If it's going pretty good. If you haven't listened to it, it's a
I've heard
radio
of it,
show.
but yeah, I have
Yeah,
no idea what it
it's a
is.
radio show that follows the host, Cecil Baldwin,
Okay.
and he is the radio host for the Night Vale radio station,
Okay.
and it's insane to listen to.
Okay.
I do recommend you listen to the first 5 episodes.
Okay.
Get to the Glow Cloud episode. You'll know which one I'm talking about.
Okay.
It's it. How do I describe this? It's like Eldritch horror, but not. I
Oh,
think
okay.
there's an actual term for the
So
style of it's.
is this podcast like a fantasy storytelling kind of thing, or what? Or
Yep.
sorry, this
Yeah.
radio?
Yeah. It's like it is a podcast done in the style of a radio show.
Oh, okay,
Um,
okay.
I do think it's very much along the lines of like it's a fantastical setting. The city of the town of Night Vale.
Right.
And
Wonder if
like
I've
the
heard that name
happenings of the
before.
town.
Is Night Vale something in Dungeons and Dragons? Because I feel like I've heard that name before. Not just from you talking about it.
No, I don't think so.
Is there a fantasy book called Night Vale?
They have
Maybe,
books, yeah.
maybe a Brandon Sanderson thing or something? I don't know, because that's what I've been reading a lot of on it. Honestly, I have a stack of about 10 books sitting behind me right now, including the one that I am still trying to get through. That one you got Hope a couple Christmases ago, The Hate You Give.
Oh yeah, that's a good book.
Honestly, I think it's just because
It's a
it's not
great
what
book.
it's. I'm not. No, I'm not saying it's a bad book. I think it's because it's not what I'm
Because
used
you're
to
wrong.
reading. Well, now it's just because of that. No, it's not what I'm used to reading. As you know, I read a lot of like Warhammer and Halo
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So I'm not used to reading like
Yeah, you're a big grimdark fantasy guy. I get it.
yeah, I'm not used to reading realistic documentary biography type stuff like this. So I'll admit I was a bit bored. I've got about 100 pages left, and it usually doesn't take me 5 months to read a book, but I have been slowly drudging through this thing, and I understand the story. It's not like none of it doesn't make sense to me, and I'm not hating the story. I'm just I'm constantly waiting for the action that's never going to show up, you know? It's kind of like the one Space Marine book that I did not enjoy, which is Maladrax, because there is like two scenes of fighting, and both scenes are like less than 3 pages worth of reading because it's like flashback fights. Other than that, it's just Imperial fists talking about their experience on the Chaos Planet Maladrax, and I'm just like, no, I'm bored. Please do something. I want action. I want riveting. I want the Sanderson peak, you know. I want everything to come to a boil and then crash down all at once.
I have some books on my phone that I flip through every once in a while.
Right, that's where you read a lot of your books. See, thankfully I have
Um,
Fred, my own personal library, because when I finish books, he gives me another stack of like 7 to 10, depending on what they are. Um, while you do that, let me count actually. Sorry, 14 books. Yeah, yeah.
nice.
So, like I said, reading The Hate You Give, and then he gave me the Mistborn series from Sanderson, the 3 books. So Mistborn, The
Oh
Well
yeah.
of Ascension, The Hero of Ages. He gave me some Gears of War books. First one being Asheville Fields, which I've been wanting to read for a while, and then the one that immediately follows that, The Slab. And then my, I feel like is going to be my favorite Warhammer book is The Infinite and the Divine, about Trazen, the Infinite, the fucking mad collector. Just like pops up out of nowhere. It's like, oh, a human. I don't have you in my museum yet, and then just proceeds to take him and half his house to put in a museum display. Guy's insane. I love it. And then I've got a shit ton of Space Marine books, like the World Engine, Sanctus Reach, Death Watch, and Death Watch Shadowbreaker, the continuation. I love the Space Marine books, I think purely because I love who writes them. Um, Ben Counter and like Guy Haley. The first Warhammer book I ever read was the Baneblade books that Guy Haley did, and I really enjoyed that. Like Baneblade and was it Shadow Sword or Shadow Storm, whatever the second one was. I really enjoyed those tank books. It was nice. And then I got some Halo books.
The Halo books are very good.
I've read some. Well, I read the first couple that Fred had, which I wonder if they're in the front of this book here. So I read none of these. These are all different books. Oh no, I read First Strike, I believe. Contact Harvest, The Flood, and The Fall of Reach, because I remember Eric Nyland. Those are good
Yep.
books. Then I also have the first volume of Spice and Wolf because Fred said he was going to give those to me after I watched the show. And this one, I have no idea what it is. It's not even Warhammer or Halo or Gears of War related. It's just another dark fantasy called Dark Inside by Gene Roberts. It's apparently like a post apocalyptic thing or something. I have no idea.
I have to interrupt you. I've just received breaking news.
Oh,
And I'm probably going to say this wrong, but I've just been informed that if you play Warframe between now and October 21st, you get a free Oberon question mark? Yes, I got that right.
okay.
One free frame that normally you'd have to grind your whole life to get.
Okay. I Warhammer or sorry, Warhammer Warframe's free, isn't it?
It is in fact a free to play game that's only in beta. You would
What?
you start playing that game, you tell me if it's in beta.
For as long as that
I
game's
think
been out, it's
I
only
think
in
it's
beta.
not. That's what they tell us.
So Warframe 1999. Is that just like a DLC to Warframe itself, or what?
Warframe 1999 is a side story. I look at Warframe aficionado Landon Roland. It is a mainline update of the story that takes place in 1999.
Oh,
You go
okay.
back. You go back before Y2K, which is when the whole thing pops off.
Right. 'Cause where the fuck did?
which I have been informed is a lore accurate summation of that mainline
Oh no,
quest.
I do. Yeah, I do have Warframe, and it's already installed. I've just never played it. Never opened it up.
No,
I just
yeah,
figured I'd
99
check.
is the countdown to Y2K.
A bunch of games are on sale again.
And you've got to stop the big bad villain before Y2K occurs.
Right. Okay. So yeah, typical Y2K trope with a game.
And I've been told there's a lady in that mainline quest just for you.
Like, what? For me
You
personally?
you couldn't hear Angela's description of this lady, so I'll let you discover her for yourself.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry, did you say wicked tongue?
Whoa.
Wicked tongue just for you.
What kind of what have you been telling them about me? What kind of guy does she think I am? Jesus.
What have I been telling them about you? Only what they need to know.
So all the bad things. Got it.
Back you asked me what I've been reading. I have some books on my phone. I have some books in the building.
Okay.
On my phone right now, I am still actively reading through The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson.
Ooh, good book.
I am 7% of the way through that.
Oh,
It doesn't tell me when the last time I opened it was.
You're gonna enjoy the end of it.
And I've been rereading a Star Wars book called Death Troopers by Joe Schreiber,
Yes.
which is my favorite Star Wars book.
Understandable.
Fun fact, the first time I read it, it was by accident. I saw that it was a Star Wars book. I thought, yeah, absolutely, this is what I want to borrow from my public library. And I might have been 10 at the time, and I read it. And I vaguely remember having nightmares about it because it's a fucked story, but very good.
It is.
On my desk, I have Tales in Ink by Lone Wendling and Autobiography by Dason Woke.
Okay.
And on my bedside table, I have Iron Gold by Pierce Brown, which is one of the Red Rising series books.
Okay.
It's the fourth book of 7 in the series. So Red Rising, there's the mainline 3, Red Rising, Golden Sun, and Morning Star. And then so that follows very specifically a red named Darrow, as his life is destroyed and he fucks everybody up about it. And then Iron and Gold, and the other 3 that take place after that, because I can't remember their names off the top of my head, follow what happens after the events of those 3 books. And they're told from multiple viewpoints. I've been told, because I've had that book on my bedside table for a while now. I've been told it's the hardest to read because it's just the slowest paced book.
Yeah.
So I struggled my way through that one, and then I took it with me to the race weekend in August, and my bookmark fell out of it. So I got to start that one again because I can't remember where I was.
Damn.
Which is super fun.
Yep. That's the world telling you you should have tried harder.
Yeah.
How dare you leave me for 4 months without reading me, you ass?
It's been longer than 4 months. I can confirm.
We talking like a year or what?
Year and a half.
Oh my god. See, that would bug me because I'm in that sense a very one-track mind. I cannot have multiple stories going at once. I need to focus on one until it's done. That's why I've been trying to push myself through The Hate You Give so much, because I do not feel right starting another book until I'm done that one. Because that's going to be in the back of my mind the whole time.
You keep saying it like it's a hard read. It's really not.
For me, it is because it's slow.
It's a great book.
It's not that the content is bad, but it's slow. You know, like I said, I'm waiting for the action to happen. Like I'm waiting for the court scene to come up, because that's coming up like in the book soon. But
Yeah.
now they're playing, you know, doing a play by play of like minute by minute with her, with Star, and it's like,
Yeah.
okay, no, I just want you to skip to tomorrow when the court scene is.
Yeah.
I don't want to read the next 3 chapters of the 5 chapters that are available of how many times you've cried in the past 30 minutes. You know, like
It's a young adult novel. What do you want? Okay.
young adult, isn't she like 15?
Something like that.
God, if we would have called ourselves young adults at that age, we would have been laughed at.
Yep. I also have my sister-in-law's book on a bookshelf in the living room somewhere.
Oh,
I have not read
yes.
either.
Yes, you probably should if you're going to be
So-
doing the Audible voice for it.
I have been told that. Yeah. I actually, hilariously, so I told my mom about that bit
Uh-huh.
because it was Thanksgiving. So her and my stepdad came back, and I was like,
Right.
so I think it would be funny if I narrated that book, because like she was hammered, so I knew she wasn't going to remember the bit. And she just looked at me and she was like, what? I went, would you listen to it if I narrated it and nobody told you? And she was like, I don't know. I guess it would depend on how long it took me to figure out it was you. I went, that's a good answer.
Guaranteed.
That's a really good answer.
Guaranteed she'd figure it out after the first smut scene.
This bit just got better.
Oh, I'd love
So
to see
we'll
the
see.
mortified look as soon as the first smut scene over. It clicks with her, and she's like, "Oh." But
Yeah, beyond that, there hasn't been a ton. I do have some audiobooks too. I don't want to auto connect my Audible account to Waze. What is Waze?
they will find a way.
So I recently finished a book called The Moat in God's Eye by Larry Niven and
Okay.
I want to say it's Jerry Purnell.
Okay.
It's old school science fiction.
Right.
That was recommended by Kelly. It was actually really good.
Oh, that's right. Your boss is a bit of a reader, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a big sci-fi guy. And then
Please tell me he's read the Bobaverse.
Brad. No, I haven't gotten him those
He
yet.
cannot call himself a sci-fi guy then if he's not read the Bobaverse. He just enjoys.
He still
the
has
genre.
my copy of Red Rising. Slow down.
No. You got to do what Fred does to me. You got to overload him with 8 books and tell him to get it done.
He's had my copy of Red Rising for the last almost year. It's sitting in his cabin right now.
Is he a big reader then? Because that doesn't seem like a very fast timeline to read.
He reads when he has time. Just like me, for real.
Yeah, well, just like you don't leave yourself a lot of time for much of anything for yourself.
Exactly. That's the point. I was talking to the owner of the race team today because one of the owners went on a vacation with their wife. And he was like, this is like the first time I think Brock has ever gone on a real vacation. Where he's like, I was like, yeah, it's been a minute since I went on vacation. He goes, yeah, he like didn't drive or like anything. He just like wasn't in control of what was happening. I was like, oh, that's what you classify as a real vacation. I have never gone on one of those.
Nope. Never been on one of those. Usually when I go on vacation,
You mean I'm supposed to just let Jesus take the wheel? Fuck that. Jesus doesn't know where we're going, Haas.
Oh my god. What's sad though is that cars have pretty much become that these days, where Jesus is taking the wheel to take you wherever the hell you're going, because you get in and say, car, go here, and it does it for you. Like, I've seen a bunch of that guy on TikTok that has like he does a full menu thing. He's like, okay, this is what we're gonna make today while my Tesla Cybertruck's driving me to work. And it's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Nobody cares that you have a big, fancy, rich life and you came out of your mansion with a bunch of ingredients to make a peanut butter and pickle sandwich in the middle of your Cybertruck while you're driving to work. Like, it's so dumb. I hate it. I hate him. I hate that it keeps coming up on my For You page.
The last book that I've been listening to is called City of Death
Uh-huh.
by Ephraim Matos and Scott McEwen. And
Okay.
it's Ephraim talking about his deployment, where he did a deployment, then he was discharged, and then he joined a group called the Free Burma Rangers.
Oh, okay.
And it talks about his time, like the story is about his experience with them.
Right.
And like what happened while he was there. And it was pretty good. Brad recommended that to me. I've been enjoying that too.
I used to really enjoy. Do you like the Uncharted series, like the video game?
Yeah.
I used to really enjoy a writer that did similar stuff like that. Clive
You're
Cussler
gonna say
was
Clive
his...
Cussler?
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude is such a magician when it comes to treasure hunting books. I love it. Like the one with the mysterious Nazi submarine that's in the middle of the Louisiana
Yep.
bayou. That is, your first thought is, okay, this is purely fantasy. There's no fucking way this is real. But he knows it's fantasy, but he explains it in a way that makes sense and ties the story together. And it's like, if this were real, this would be pretty damn good. No, I like Clive. He does good books. I don't think he's writing anymore, though. I don't think he's passed away, but I just don't think he's writing anymore. But I would love to collect his books as well. Yeah, for anybody who's ever looking to read a good treasure hunting story, especially if you love the Uncharted video games, because that's the closest thing I can relate it to, or like not so much a Tomb Raider, because Tomb Raider is known for having a lot more, science fiction, like monster, magical fantasy stuff. But yeah, if you like that kind of stuff, then you would enjoy Clive Cussler books. Because each story is a wild adventure.
He is in fact dead.
He is?
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember if he was or not. Which is a shame.
Clive Cussler passed away in 2020.
So it was during COVID, okay.
R.I.P.
Yeah. But honestly, I don't think enough people make books like that in that genre anymore. Because I know there's still I know there's still readers in that genre or writers in that genre, but they're dwindling,
My grandpa was a huge fan of Clive Cussler books. He has
Understandably
all
so.
of them.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah, they're very good.
They are really good. But I do need to get some laundry done before I get up in the morning, and I got to take Tegan to her play therapy. So I think that's as good a point as any to run the segue into the bye-byes. Especially since you're about to fall out of your chair. Yep.
It's got armrests. It'll hold me up.
Jesus Christ. Hey, to be fair, I told you we could end it any time, and you kept talking. That's not on me. I see you thinking about what to say. There is no comeback for this. That is...
I said, hey, I kind of want to go to bed.
Please.
When you're done, can we end? And you were like, whenever you want, dude.
Yeah. If you wanted to end it right there, we could have. But you kept talking. Again, not my fault. You played yourself on this one, dude. They heard the hard facts. No matter how you play it or how you say it, is your own doing. Whenever you wanted to do it, you could have done it. I let you have free reign. You made the wrong choice. That's why you should never gamble, kids. 50-50 chance will always lose.
Yeah. I think I killed the little mind flayer today.
I can see it
I was
because I
working.
can see you looking at how fast you can turn off your computer.
So I was working in this equipment room, and
Right,
there's the VFD box with the high voltage in, and then the control box off to the side. And
right,
neither of them still has the mechanism that secures the door.
right,
And I wasn't paying attention. VFD box door swung open, and I
right.
came up to stand up, and
Oh
it fucking
no.
whang, and you could hear it like the metal resonated with my skull. And I'm sitting there like, son of a fucking bitch. And I grabbed the door and just fucking slammed it.
Just hoofed it.
I watched it bounce off and bend, and I was like, I didn't fucking do that. And I walked out of the equipment room. I was so mad.
Jesus Christ. Oh.
I understand where Matt gets his rage from, is what I'm saying. But like I have to like seriously injure myself to be angry about it.
Yeah, but think about it though. Were you angry that you bashed your head, or were you angry at how stupid the situation was?
Both.
It's like honestly, I wouldn't
Both
be.
is good.
I wouldn't. Both. Both is good. I wouldn't be mad if I bashed my head, especially if I had like left the door open like that. Then I'd be like, oh fuck, it's my own fault. I'd be mad at how dumb the situation was and the odds of that actually happening. Because like the odds of it not swinging open prior to you bending over directly underneath of it are like way higher than the odds of it swinging open the one time you bend over directly underneath of it. And that's what happened. And this is why luck
Yeah.
is just like a concept, not an actual thing, because otherwise shit like that wouldn't happen.
It's yeah.
Like
It's hard to
I know
convince.
me personally, I never get lucky when bad shit happens to me. I figure it out by trial and error. I don't get lucky of like, oh hey, first shot you avoided that bullet. No. No, I died about 32 times before I figured out how to dodge the bullet. You know, like that shit just ain't happening. This is another of the many reasons why I will never gamble, because I do not have luck, talent, or any of the integral pieces. I don't know how to count cards. I am the perfect target for casinos to take money because I'm an idiot.
Luck is just as much a skill as anything else is, I think.
Because it doesn't happen for me, I, I do not believe that. I wholeheartedly believe that it is just a fucking concept that somebody came up with when they happened to survive a near-death experience once, and everybody just kind of went with it. You know, it's the same thing as time. Time is just a construct. It's not real. That's what we could talk about next week. Conspiracy theories.
Yes.
Getting our heads about how dumb we are. And I actually have the perfect story for you for that, so I will save that for next podcast because it is so stupid that you're going to ask if we really live in the same city as these kinds of people, which we do. So I will leave it at that.
I can't wait for it to be a story about Taylor.
Which one? It's not. I didn't even. If you're talking about Hope's Taylor, I did not know her yet at this point. Although her in her entirety, she's just a fucking enigma. She is a conspiracy theory.
Very true.
It's a good thing her and Hope don't listen to this. Which is funny because she is subscribed to my channel. But, you know, I guess if I make it till next Wednesday, you'll know she didn't listen to this. So, that being said, we're going to let Tired Boy go to bed so he can sleep. And
You like that?
I'm going to...
Just
Nice
we can't
to
all
me.
stay up till 3:00 in the morning.
Oh,
you
like
asked.
it's a fucking choice. You think I want to be up till 3 in the morning? No. My body hurts, dude. I'd rather
I know
sleep.
what time you start streaming. I would assume you do want to be up till 3:00 in the morning.
No, that's when the kid finally goes to fucking bed. I am honestly thinking about investing in nap time, the spray. Have the doctor. This is just chloroform.
Yeah.
Don't matter. It works. That being said, yes, you can all, until next week when I show up again claiming that I do not abuse my child, you can all think whatever the fuck you want. Okay. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.